Our blog topic for this month was writing about resistance to pleasure, resistance to orgasm. And it was just such a fascinating topic because we hear this a lot from clients about being resistant.
And how do you work through it? And that's why we asked our coaches to write up their experience of resistance because we all hit resistance. We all go,
Hmm.
"Oh, I don't want to. I don't have enough time. I should be doing something else." It's really hard as a woman
Hmm.
to carve out time for yourself to touch your body just because it feels good.
Exactly, exactly. So I think Tasha's was your favorite this month,
You know what,
Carlin.
Tosh, I loved your post, and maybe it's because I'm a beach girl and I love the ocean, but she was writing about how, with all the federal cuts, all of a sudden all of her contracts were gone and she had like zero income.
Hmm.
And instead of freaking out and spending all her time burning out and trying to work, she decided she would go to the beach every morning.
So her quote. So 30 minutes after losing my income, I grabbed almond oil, my vibe, and turned on music. I touched my vulva with a simple goal of sensation, not outcome. As my body relaxed, panic loosened its grip. My breathing slowed down. I dropped into my body and my nervous system softened. 2 hours later, I calmly looked at finances and considered next steps.
And she made it to the other side. She reached out to her community and they supported her.
Right, right. I loved when she said that it was her community and not her corporate contacts that saved her. And just by reaching out, how the help just came in. So Kaylee went off the pill recently, and her last few blog posts are about going back into her normal natural cycle and connecting with her body again. Her quote is, I wouldn't give up the challenging parts of my cycle if it meant giving up that sweet ovulatory phase. The experience of pleasure needs the experience of suffering to prevent us from taking anything in this life for granted. After the resistance comes the embrace, and the cycle begins anew.
Yes, you can't have dark without light. It's such a holistic way of viewing pleasure that of course I'm going to hit resistance and I'm going to suffer a little, and that's what's going to make the pleasure so much sweeter.
Right, right. And really knowing your body and paying attention during your menstrual cycle so you know which times of the month you're more receptive to pleasure, which times you might be more resistant to pleasure and resistant to everything in general. So yeah, hers is a very good lesson in that kind of self-exploration.
Next we have yours,
Um,
Laura, which I really
and
enjoyed as
there's
well.
mine. Right. So mine is just like very specific, in how I talk about, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I'm a sex educator. I'm still resistant to pleasure at times. And I'm still learning old lessons or relearning old lessons. So here's my quote. I don't usually recognize what I need right away. I've been conditioned that pleasure comes after work. I've been told that pleasure should be the reward, an incentive to do what I don't want to do. Experience has taught me that it doesn't work that way.
Yes, eat dessert first. You know what
Right?
I mean? Do what you want to do first. I think as women, we always put what we want at the end. What if we took what we want and did it at the beginning? It makes everything else more enjoyable.
It does. And there are times when I am just resistant to everything. It's not just like it's like I'm this stubborn little girl that's just saying no, 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 to everything. But masturbation always makes it better.
I never regret an orgasm. I
Right.
never masturbate and go, "You know what? What a waste of time." Once I have a couple of waves, I feel so good, and then I get sleepy and maybe I nap a little, or maybe I just daydream, or maybe I manifest, or I get dressed and go downstairs and read some emails. I'm always so grateful that my
Mhm.
orgasm is there for me whenever I need it.
Yes, yes. And sometimes we just have to take the initiative to go take it for ourselves. And so that's what Forrest's post is about, as she talks about different times in her life when she's used masturbation and orgasm to get through tough times. She writes, resistance to connecting to myself can look like ignoring who I am in my world. And it can look like a temptation to deny what's so. But I've been trying to choose aligning instead of denying and riding the horse in the direction it's running.
Yes. Sometimes when you feel like you're going this, go with it. You know, that's
Hmm.
why I always use the analogy of being at the shore and riding waves. That's what orgasm and pleasure feels to me. Because it's like you
Hmm.
can't make the wave be anything. It is what it is. And so
Right.
you're just there and you experience. So let the body lead, especially in these moments where our central nervous systems are completely overwhelmed. We need to ground and we need to regulate. That's orgasm and pleasure. And then we'll be better at whatever we're going to do, even if it's just being human, being in our body and existing.
Yes, yes. Letting the body lead quiets the mind.
So to read everyone's full blog post, you can go to bodysex.com/resistance.